Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Day one of Hoopfest 2025 is in the books. Here's a live look at some of the festivities about to wrap up. Park still pretty packed there. Thanks for joining us here for 4 News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Jordan Smith. Thousands of people gathered in downtown Spokane today to enjoy the first day of Hoopfest this weekend, including several members of our team here at 4 News Now. We'll take it out to Sydney Berger, who kicks us off for our Hoopfest coverage. Sydney, there's a lot of first-timers out there, but you met with a legendary hooper who's been doing this a while.
Well, yeah, I've seen that it really doesn't matter how old you are. There's something about playing in Hoopfest that brings out that young spirit in any player. And one Hooptown legend who happens to be 51 years old says there's no subbing him out of Hoopfest anytime soon.
People who know Hoopfest probably know Hoopfest legend J.R. Campbell. The 51-year-old says he's played in at least 20 Hoopfests, and if he had it his way, he'd probably play in 20 more. In his first ever Hoopfest, it was the crowd gathered at his game that made a lasting impression.
Fans are right next to the court. It meant a lot to me, and I knew right then that I was going to be back.
While Campbell's popularity continues to grow in Hooptown, USA, he says he's responsible for representing his community on the court.
It makes me have to play harder and try to represent, for the Native community and for Montana over that way, and for all the people that had never seen me play before. I'm 51 years old now, so I want to try to, give them a show every chance I get.
After playing with the Montana Grizzlies, Campbell began coaching kids, and now his players have grown up to become his teammates.
And it's just amazing when you think about it, because I remember when he was that small, and here I am playing with him. Yeah.
A future he could dream about with his youngest and only son. Staying mobile, healthy, and being there for his 6 children is what keeps Campbell's spirit young.
You're not guaranteed moments, so like these moments I hear, and to make it here again is great.
Well, the Hooptown Legend title was actually set in stone earlier this week with the Hooptown USA Hall of Fame induction for J.R. Campbell on Wednesday night. And if you didn't believe he was legit through all that, he did win 3 Elite Division titles in his time, obviously going for another one this weekend. Live in downtown Spokane, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
First of all, that guy is an absolute legend. Sydney, wait, while I've got you here, I know a big emphasis of your time down at Hoopfest this weekend was learning how to spin a basketball on your finger. How is that going? I just want to check in on that.
Well, if I had a basketball, I would actually prove to you that I could do it on all of my fingers. But I don't think anyone around, no basketballs in sight, so I can't show you. But if I did see a basketball somewhere, I'd be able to.
That's weird. Hopefully you'll be able to track one of those down out there. I'm sure there's 1 or 2. But we'll check back a little later on. All right, Sydney, thank you. And as you just saw, this is a tournament that immortalizes players and also cements some family traditions. Every team downtown has a unique story. And one of those teams has a story that began back 30 years ago. Alexandra Cohen-Yards joins us live from Hoopfest with a squad that's stuck together since 1994.
Yeah, that's right, Jordan. Now, this year marks the 35th Hoopfest, and for many, it's a time to come back home to Spokane to reconnect with old friends and relive old memories. Now, today I met a team that might have been doing that longer than anyone else as they celebrate their 30th year of playing Hoopfest together.
More than 6,000 teams are competing in Hoopfest this year, but there's one squad that stands apart. No, it's not just for their skill on the court, but rather the sheer length of time they've been playing together.
Yeah, well, I think we have a spot in the wheelchair division waiting for him.
Nick Peace is the coach of the Rim Rippers, a foursome that played their first Hoopfest in the summer of '94, and they haven't missed one since.
And we've been best friends since we're literally in diapers.
Naturally, signing up to play Hoopfest together was a no-brainer. 30 years later, the simple basketball tournament still keeps this squad together.
Moved to Kentucky, travel back. I moved to San Antonio, travel back. Hoopfest is one thing that always brings us back to one spot.
But it's not just the 4 of them. Their loyal fan base also returns year after year.
More of a community get-together, and it's just kind of a reunion.
And now, as fathers, they get to watch their own kids take the court as the next generation of rim rippers, a full circle moment.
So they come and they show up and then they see it, they want to play.
While the tournament has definitely changed in those 3 decades into a bigger, louder, and more crowded event, this team says the vibe has stayed the same.
Watching them play, just soaking in the atmosphere, all these people downtown, so I really enjoy it.
The Rim Rippers tell me that Hoopfest has become such a constant in their life that every year when it rolls around, it literally feels like Christmas. Now, as you can see, there's still a lot happening downtown. The games are over for now, but they are going to be starting up again tomorrow at 8 a.m. For now, reporting live, Alexandra Conyarts, sending it back to you.
30 years of Hoopfest. No doubt that team has played through some rain and some shine. And one of the stories that wasn't this weekend was the weather. It's been beautiful out there, Jason.
Gorgeous. And again, you see these little bits of clouds helping give a little bit of shade for people, but not the case tomorrow, Jordan. Good Saturday to you, and hope you've had a wonderful weekend so far. And look at the brilliant sunshine, a little bit of a starburst on the upper, let's see, right of your screen. And we're looking at beautiful conditions for the next couple of days, but hot conditions. Tomorrow, we're going to start that heat, but we're going to see some extreme heat as we get to Monday and Tuesday especially. So on our radar, we are free and clear. Just those little bits of clouds that are out there, again, giving you a little bit of shade out there for the hoopsters. And winds, we've seen some winds, even 20-mile-per-hour gusts today in Spokane. Currently, it's offline, but it's around 10-mile-per-hour winds. So a little bit of breeze for the folks out there. We do expect to see similar winds tomorrow, and we're just hoping we don't see heavy winds as we head into next week due to fireworks being set off due to 4th of July on Friday. We do have a heat advisory starting Monday morning at 9 a.m. to Tuesday at 9 p.m. Much of the eastern part of Washington and the northern part of the Panhandle. I'll get into specifics of that in my full forecast. But let's get you ready for your evening forecast. Plenty of sunshine, clear skies overnight. Overnight lows warm in the mid-50s. Plenty of sunshine to greet you in the morning. It is going to be warmer tomorrow. I'll let you know how much, and I'll let you know how hot it's going to get Monday and Tuesday. And I'll have a sneak peek at your 4th of July forecast in my forecast that's coming up.
Hard to believe we're already talking about the 4th of July.
I know, can you believe it?
That is flying by. Well, we did just learn here in the last little bit, there have been more than 500 injuries reported today during Hoopfest. That's according to Multicare, the official medical provider of Hoopfest. This number represents the number of people who visit the medical tent to be treated or to be referred elsewhere. We're still below the pace of last year's injuries, which was just shy of 1,200. But as we head into tomorrow, Multicare is encouraging people to stay well hydrated and look for shade whenever possible. Today kicks off the 4th of July holiday period, and it is going to be a very busy one for travel. AAA predicts nearly 62 million Americans will be hitting the road, which will set a new record. While the price of gas has gone up, they are still the lowest prices they've been since 2021. AAA says the top destinations in the U.S. include Orlando, Seattle, and New York City. Tax cuts versus deficit spending. The economic trade-offs in President Trump's nearly $3 trillion bill is now dividing Senate Republicans. ABC's Jay O'Brien reports on the high-stakes financial debate happening right now on Capitol Hill.
With President Trump's self-imposed Independence Day deadline looming, Senate Republicans spending the weekend in Washington, urgently working through final sticking points on Trump's so-called One Big Beautiful Bill. The president reiterating he wants the legislation on his desk ready for his signature by July 4th. The megabill extends Trump's 2017 tax cuts, cuts Medicaid, which the Congressional Budget Office says could lead to an estimated 11 million people losing their health insurance over the next decade, and it increases the deficit by an estimated $2.8 trillion.
Do you have the votes?
I think we do. Senate Majority Leader John Thune hoping to put the bill up for a key test vote today, which could tee up a late-night vote series and a final vote on the bill sometime Sunday.
It's time to call the question, have a binary decision, and vote yes. You know, you have to look at the whole and see if the whole of the bill is better for America than killing the whole of the bill.
Senate Republicans can only afford to lose 3 votes, and the legislation already facing pushback. Some Republicans frustrated by the bill's price tag. Others worried about provisions like Medicaid cuts.
Is the president talking to any of the senators who might be still voting no to your no?
Oh, I'm sure, yes, the president's very engaged. The president's been engaged this whole time.
The first version of this mega bill passing the House by just one vote in May. Speaker Johnson attending a closed-door lunch of Senate Republicans on Friday.
We had a great discussion about a lot of important issues, and I feel like we're getting very close to a final product. The House is ready to act as soon as the Senate does.
The Senate's version of the bill will still have to go back and clear the razor-thin House GOP majority again before it can reach the president's desk. Jay O'Brien, ABC News, the Capitol.
Still to come here, there's more to summer in the Inland Northwest than just basketball. When we return, we'll take a ride on the Air 4 drone over a dam that's been powering homes in Pend Oreille County for decades. But for the die-hard Hoopers, we'll show you some of the best entries in this year's slam dunk contest. We got quite a few to show you here. These stories and much more coming up after the break.
And it's not always a slam dunk that we're going to have good weather. We certainly did today for Hoopfest. Will it tomorrow? And the heat's going to be on. Also, 4th of July is in the 7-day forecast. I'll get you and your family prepared in my first alert weather forecast. That is next on 4 News Now at 6.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now brings you an aerial postcard from the Palouse.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
The 4th of July savings are rolling in at Findlay Downtown Toyota.
And that means explosively savings on all 2025 RAV4s, fuel-efficient Toyota Prius, and rugged Tacoma trucks. Or if you'd like to tow the boat or trailer with a new Tundra truck, take advantage of a $3,000 rebate or get 2.99% financing for 60 months during the 4th of July sale.
You can find it all this week at Findlay.
I did 950 miles on the Pacific Crest Trail and then decided I wanted to go hike in the Himalayas. I was not 20 years old. I was 64 years old. We had an absolutely incredible experience. We trekked about between 90 and 92 miles, and to do it pain-free. You think I'm not grateful for arch supports from Good Feet? I mean, come on. I'm Dale, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Looks like we made it! Barry Manilow. The last Spokane concert. Barry Manilow. See him performing all the hits for one night only at Spokane Arena Friday, July 11th. Get tickets now at ticketswest.com.
Summer means the great outdoors, but it's also wildfire season. How are you going to cope with smoke from wildfires? 1. When it's smoky, check current air quality. 2. Limit or avoid time outdoors. And 3. Keep indoor air as clean as possible. Replace home air filters as often as needed and use the best filter for your system. Set the air conditioner to the recirculate mode. If necessary, find a cleaner air shelter near you. For the latest information about wildfires and smoke, visit the Washington Smoke blog, wasmoke.blogspot.com.
One of the most iconic bands in rock history, George Thorogood and the Destroyers, bring the Rock Party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Travel for Adventures is brought to you in part by TourMosesLake.com.
Welcome back. Check out some of the contestants in this year's slam dunk contest at Hoopfest today. These guys got hops, man. I always dreamed of dunking. I'm 5'9". It was never a reality. How about you, Jason?
I was
no.
I was the same.
We're in the same exact boat.
Yeah.
Well, you could spin a basketball a little bit, right?
Well, you know, just like that.
There, see, that's better than what I got. We found this thing in like the closet back there. This thing I think was around for the first Hoopfest. It's missing most of the ball.
I believe so.
Pretty gnarly.
It still bounces, so it's still good.
It still works. You can still shoot hoops.
There's a hoop in the back, a Hoopfest branded hoop in our back in our area. So maybe we'll be playing that later because, you know, the weather is going to stay nice.
Beautiful.
So we could play it tomorrow, but we're going to want to wear sunscreen, Jordan. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow. We've been kind of really blessed by quite a bit of cloud coverage coming in, not just kind of sporadically. So you got some sun, you got some clouds if you needed a little bit of a break. Tomorrow, we're not going to get any breaks. Looking pretty nice as well in the Coeur d'Alene region. Folks, we're right around our average for this time. If you're mid to upper 70s, we are going to be warmer tomorrow, so get ready for that. So a very nice Hoopfest Saturday. Temps up a notch tomorrow. Heat advisory starts Monday morning, and a hot and dry 4th of July is on the way, so get ready for all of that. So current temperatures, again, we're right in those upper 70s for most of our regions. 75 Sandpoint, St. Mary's, 83 for Lewiston, 84 for the Tri-Cities. So tomorrow, again, a little warmer, but by Tuesday, we could be seeing triple digits for Tri-Cities, Lewiston, Moses Lake. Our areas, not so much. We're looking at more mid-90s for that day. We are warmer than we were yesterday for much of the Inland Empire. That'll continue tomorrow. We're just going to keep ratcheting it up until we get to Tuesday. That's going to be our apex. Then we're going to slowly start to cool down at least a bit into our 4th of July weekend. So that heat advisory, it starts Monday morning at 9 a.m., ends Tuesday at 9 p.m. So we're going to start to get in the 90s. Looks like mid to lower 90s by Monday, but could see, again, our areas could see triple digits, but more likely than not, we'll see right around 95, 96, and then we'll start to see it ebbing off heat-wise as we move into Wednesday and then our next couple of days. Speaking of which, for your Monday, 93, 96 expected Tuesday, then down just to the mid-80s for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and again, for many, this will be a 3-day weekend next weekend, 4th of July. Again, usually holidays are either on a Monday or a Friday, but July 4th, it's just July 4th, but it happens to be on a Friday this year, so you're going to get a 3-day weekend. Should be very nice, and again, as we head into the middle part of July, we expect our temperatures to remain above average, so summer is definitely here. On our radar, free and clear, just again, we're seeing that little bit of cloud coverage in the Inland Empire. That's going to move on out as we move into tomorrow, so unfettered sunshine, protect yourself, and as we head into the afternoon, just look at this beautiful conditions. Same goes for Monday, Tuesday. So current winds, we're looking very light tomorrow, looking light as well. A little bit of a breeze about 2 hours ago in Spokane, but that has definitely slowed down. So we're looking at our planning forecast for Championship Sunday in Hoopfest. 86 and sunny, 93 Monday, top 96. Look at that weekend. So for your 4th of July, we're looking at mostly sunny conditions and 86. So perfect for barbecuing or whatever your plans are. Just we're praying that there is no winds as we head into the latter part of the week. With fireworks all this week, it is going to be hot, it is going to be dry, and we don't need winds to help with the fire danger. But if you're going to blast off some fireworks, please be safe with it. But a very hot week as we enter July on Tuesday is ahead.
Sure looking that way. Jason, thanks for that. Well, you didn't think we'd forget about the Air Fort Venture today, did you? Right. Hey, thousands are flocking downtown to downtown Spokane for Hoopfest. You might be thinking about packing up the car, getting out of town. So why not head up and check out a dam that's been powering homes in Pend Oreille County for decades. Let's soar over the Boundary Dam in this week's Air 4.
We're at Boundary Dam by Medellin Falls in Pend Oreille County. Boundary was built in the 60s. It took 4 years to build. Started generating September the 1st of 67. The dam was put on here to provide hydroelectric power for the city of Seattle. Right now it's providing about 54% of the generation that city of Seattle has. Right now we're putting about 117,000 cubic feet per second, over the spillways and through the plant. The best view, I think, is by going up towards Canada to the border, and you come up to the Vista House up on the hill up there, and there's a nice little platform there. A great place to get a good view of the spill. The Vista House itself has some displays inside of it to tell a little bit about the history. Seasonal, it's open between Memorial Day and Labor Day. It is spectacular. A lot of power in that water.
stunning. Once again, stunning. Well, still so much more to show you here. We'll take you back out to Hoopfest. Sports director Jack Wallace highlighting a wheelchair athlete who's tearing it up on the courts out there. We'll show you that in just a few minutes.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's our endless summer savings sales event where new Sierra 2500s come with $5,500 off MSRP or 3.95% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
For over 25 years, Dr. Arvind Chaudhry and Summit Cancer Centers has remained true to 3 core values. 25 years of coming together to develop the most complete and personalized treatment plans available. 25 years of providing the most advanced treatments and non-invasive radiosurgery in the country. 25 years of taking you on a healing journey from diagnosis to recovery.
And we are not stopping there. We will continue to offer the most comprehensive cancer treatment in the Northwest.
Summit Cancer Centers. Integrated, innovative, inspired.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks. Toyota has the best resale value of all brands according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's AutoNation's celebration across the nation, bringing great savings to all at AutoNation Chevrolet. Drive a Silverado 1500 ZR2 for $8,000 off MSRP. Go to AutoNation Chevrolet.
We're halfway through 2025. Is it time for a debt checkup?
Midpoint of the year is a good time to reevaluate your goals.
This Money Saving Monday, Kirsten O'Connor shows us 4 smart financial moves that could save you thousands. Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
It's our endless summer savings sales event where you'll find new Sierra 1500s with savings up to $14,500 off MSRP. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Continuing our team coverage in downtown Spokane, Hoopfest provides opportunities for all athletes to play the game. The wheelchair divisions hit the courts over at Riverfront Park this morning with our sports team, Jack Wallace and Cindy Berger. They were around Hoopfest all afternoon. How was the action out there, guys?
Yeah, Jordan, just like you were saying, there's so many opportunities here for all types of athletes, all ages, all talents, everyone is out here, even the families just watching. It really just makes it an event for the entire community, and that's why it's so special.
It's really cool to see that play out, especially for me. My first Hoopfest, seeing all this has really blown my mind to what it can have. We have one special young man who is out here with all of his friends, his family, just to see what he can do with this wheelchair division. He said it was so special to play with kids just like him. So here's his story now.
It's priceless. I never could have imagined something like this that happened. It's truly amazing. It makes me feel like I have just friends to play with, that I belong here.
Meet Jack Coy, a wheelchair athlete in a family of hoopers, making his mark at Hoopfest at 14 years old.
I've been playing basketball basically my whole life. My brother also plays basketball, and we're both very, very competitive. So just trying to get that edge on each other.
Jack's mom cheers on from the sidelines, supporting her son playing right in the heart of Hoopfest.
Well, it fills you up with a lot of pride. It's pretty tough competition, so you're cheering and hoping that they win. But yeah, you just want everyone to win and have a good time.
Parasports Spokane director David Gregg organized the event here and spoke on what's the most rewarding part of what these kids can experience this weekend.
What we hope to see is these young kids seeing a future, seeing something to aspire towards, and getting to meet hands-on. They don't get to see this on TV, right? They don't get to see this on ESPN, so we bring it here for them, and they get to witness it firsthand, and their parents, and it just gives them something to shoot for.
Well, truly, I think this is the best part about Hoopfest, just having all these special stories and having such great moments out here, and we get to experience it and tell those stories.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Very rewarding for myself. I know it's so much fun for those kids to be out there, for everyone to be out here playing. And if you didn't notice, Jack had some pretty nice moves, too. He juked out a couple guys, which was really impressive. I was like, man. So that's why I was like, I got to interview this guy. And he gave me some good stuff. So it's pretty cool to see. Had a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot more fun tomorrow coming up. Plenty more. It's Jack Wallace and Sydney Berger, the 4 News Now sports team, signing off.
You guys have done a great job finding those stories out there. Thanks for that. 4 News Now. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Beat the heat. Always water before 10 a.m. or after 6.
Now, playing your favorite games at Northern Quest could be the start of something big. Big as in a new Chevy Silverado 2500 heavy-duty pickup. It's our $120,000 payload payday. Just play daily to enter, and you could win your choice of a new Chevy Silverado or a truckload of cash. But then, how would you haul it home? You'll figure it out. The $120,000 payload payday, only at Northern Quest.
It's AutoNation's celebration across the nation, bringing great savings to all at AutoNation Honda. Drive a new 2025 Honda Ridgeline for only $375 a month. Go to AutoNation Honda.
AAA asked me if I would change my name from Sir Mix-a-Lot to Sir Mix-a-Lot. I said, why would I do that? They said, you're more than just a rapper. You're a car collector. You're a businessman. You're an inventor. Just like AAA is more than just towing. They have awesome travel advisors and insurance agents. And they got 3 A's in their name. Maybe I should change my name. Give me 3 A's, mix, mix, When I say mix, give me 3 A's, mix,
If your windows, entry door, or patio doors haven't been checked in years, they could be costing you. Schedule a complimentary consultation from Renewal by Andersen. We'll take a look at your current windows and doors and check for drafts. We can also use a heat lamp test to identify exactly where energy might be escaping. You'll get thoughtful recommendations, and you can even preview new styles right in your space. Schedule a complimentary consultation with us today.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Watch Judy Justice weekdays at 3 on KXLY ABC4.
Judy Justice is now in session right here.
Judy Justice is brought to you by Russell and Hill. Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Call 1-800-LAW-0842.
Jordan, after a beautiful Saturday, we have a beautiful Sunday for Hoopfest in store. Plenty of sunshine, highs in the mid-80s. And again, this is before that heat advisory that is coming on Monday into Tuesday. So we're going to see temperatures in the lower to mid-90s for those 2 days. But tomorrow, very hot, but still very nice for Hoopfest Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay safe, stay hydrated out there tomorrow. We'll be back out there with more live coverage. We'll see you then.